Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? We got Soly, S-O-L-Y, really popping off on the scanners here this morning. S-O-L-Y. Look at this thing. Hold on. Look at Soly move here, guys. It's gapping up here from 1106 to 1270. So I'm watching SOLY. The overall market this morning is up some. I think it's up some. Yeah, it closed at 292.30s. It's at 292.50. So it's up slightly, which is good. We got some cannabis plays that are moving, CGC. We got CRON that are all moving some. So those look interesting as well. And so should be a fun day. Let's do this. As of right now, what's everybody's main watch? I think mine is probably SOLY. But there's a few other solid movers this morning, like NBRV. NBRV is moving some, and we also have HGV. HGV. So should be a fun morning. Let me know what your main watch is today. All right, guys. So not a bad morning so far. Not a bad morning. Let me fix this. We got some solid movement this morning. We'll see what we have today. Let me look. I haven't actually checked the gappers list in a few minutes. Sorry, guys. I haven't actually checked the gappers list. We got MRNA, which is gapping up some here as well. MRNA, as you can see, gapping up some from 1340s to 14 or so. IQ's on the gap down list. That one gapped up yesterday. It's now gapping down pretty significantly. Look at IQ here, guys. Look at IQ. Just a big drop here from 18s to 1660. So keep an eye on that one. OTLK. Not much action with that one. DRD. Cedro SDRL. Cedro's gapping up some. Looks good. BIDU. I think Mitch traded that one yesterday. BIDU. BYND is gapping up some after a really weak few weeks. LB looks interesting. HD Home Depot. Gotta wake up some, drink my coffee here. All right, guys, but yeah, check out Soly here. Let's see what my account's at today, by the way. I had a green day in gross profits yesterday, but in net profits, I'm sure I'm probably down yesterday. Yeah, I'm down, what, about 24 bucks, which is okay. That's fine. Very slight, and that's what I assumed I would be down. I traded a lot yesterday, so it's okay. But I fought back. I was originally down 80 plus commissions, and so I kind of fought back and brought it down to gross profits at least. Like I said, trying to use bigger size. Used bigger size yesterday. Minimum share size of 400 shares at least, and I'm going to see how that works. That's what I got to do, is just keep pushing, keep trying to use this bigger size. And regardless of whether the small time swings are there, I just need to, regardless of whether I have these small time swings, I just need to keep pushing and keep focusing on, staying with that consistently larger sizing so I can make some decent gains, because my stats lately are solid. My stats lately are really solid. So if I could scale up in sizing a little bit and, try to make like $100 a day maybe, then I could actually make a solid amount of money day trading for sure. It's just I got to scale up a little bit more, but not a bad few months. In gross profits the last month, I think I'm up around 1,600, which is good, which is fine, especially relative to the share sizing I'm actually using. So next steps, just to keep on pushing, guys. How do you guys like these scanners, by the way? Go check out Trade Ideas. But yeah, I figure I can add these. I don't think anybody really used the top lists that much, and so I think people like alerts a little bit better. And so I tried to put some alerts up here for stocks up and down big in pre-market. Let me know if you like those more. I still have the new daily highs, but I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go help my wife get my kids ready for school, so I'll be back. Good morning, you. What's up, man? What's up, brother? Oh, I should say Kirby, I guess. Good morning, Kirby. What's up, bro? All right. All right, guys. Let's do this. How's everybody doing this morning? So yeah, like I said, we got SOLY, which looks pretty solid here. SOLY. We got HD Home Depot if you like those. I believe Solely is actually tradable for me as well. It is, so I can trade SOLY. We also have NBRV here. NBRV. We got Seadrill. We got HGV, which looks solid. So we got some action here this morning. In a few minutes, we'll look up some news. NBRV. NBRV looks good. It has volume, which is what you really want to see with it. With NBRV, it has volume at the least. Sorry, my son's over there playing Sonic, and so he's happy about something. But yeah, it has volume. Let's see the daily chart, and I'll have to look up the catalyst in a minute, but it looks okay. It did gap up right around some resistance, and so it'll be interesting to see if it can break over all this big resistance at 3 and 315 and then 325 or 327. So that should be fun. It's got a lot of resistance above there, so if it breaks over 3 and it can specifically break over 315, 325, it looks interesting to me, so we'll see what happens. What's up, James? Good morning, brother. What's up, man? Let's do it today. All right, so this is day 2 where I'm trying to take bigger sizing. Day 2. We'll see if I can do it. It's going to be tough, but we'll see. Let's do this. Yeah, we got this, guys. Let's do it. It should be a fun day. We got a lot of movement here. Solely is probably my main watch, SOLY, but the overall market itself is up a little bit, or at least it was. At this point, it is. Yeah, it's still tiny. It's up about 8 cents, 7 cents in pre-market right now. So not a ton of movement. About break even, but actually I'll rephrase that. So we have some movement, but the market is about break even. Do we have other jobs? Yes. So I'm a real estate agent, but I also have a few Amazon businesses and a Kindle business as well. Plus, I have the YouTube and I day trade. So I do a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, I have other jobs. I'm not solely living off of day trading or anything. Yeah, not trying to be an expert or a guru either. So, you know. Should be a fun day. Let's do this. In a minute, we'll look up some news. Like I said, at about 7 or at about 8:50 market time or so, we'll look up some news. Like I said, let me know what your main watch is. My main watch is probably SOLY, although the volume has slowed down pretty substantially over the last 10 or 15 minutes. But SOLY looks interesting. We'll see what else we get today. Let me see. Pinterest is popping up. Pinterest, P-I-N-S. But it's not getting that much action. Yeah, bud. Good job, man. Sorry,
No, I didn't get Shadow.
You didn't get Shadow?
Yeah, I didn't get that Brick Shadow, but I got Shadow anyway.
Oh, wow. My son's playing Sonic the Hedgehog, sorry. So DPW on the list here, and DPW had a big day yesterday, but now it's back down to 440. So I'll watch DPW just to see what happens with it. But it should be a fun day, guys. Let's do this. Like I said, let me know what your main watch is today. We got Nick, who said his main watches are AMD and Roku, his usual watches. BYND looks pretty strong. Oh, yeah, KSS is another one. I know Mitch was watching this one yesterday as well. KSS. So this one's gapping up from 48.20 to 50. 48.20 to 50. So that looks good. We'll see what happens with Kohl's there as well. And let's see what else we get. HGV. Yeah, I'm watching HGV for sure. Which is, let me see, what company is this? It's not even showing me the company. Let me see. Hilton Grand Vacation. So this is Hilton. So I'm going to watch that for sure as well. We got, from the gappers yesterday, we got YUMA. And this is typically what happens with these big time gappers, is that they don't usually hold their gains and they normally come back down. A lot of people get really bullish with them. Most of the time it's new traders and they typically come back down. So that's usually how I don't like to marry these penny stocks. I really don't mind scalping them. I think the washout long and the red to green move is one of the most successful penny stock strategies for sure, and that's what I'm going to trade once I get my account set up. And if I can trade someone these today, I will. But yeah, we'll see. Scott said, I like the scanners, but I was wondering what plan on trade ideas. So I just have the standard plan. I don't have the pro. And so this is just the standard plan. It's not the AI one. It's just the standard one, I think. So yeah, it's not the, I think it's 118 bucks for me. But yeah, you can get 15% off though if you use my code here. I'll post the link for you. But yeah, if you use my code, you can get 15% off. And so I'll try to find that for you if you want that. Hold on. Good job, buddy. Good job, bud. Sorry, my son's telling me how great he is at Sonic. So yeah, so there's the link if you want to sign up. But if you use promo code BT15, you get 15% off. So like I said, let me know what you guys like today. Should be a fun day. What's RKDA doing? RKDA. And this is a very common tale with most penny stocks, I think, is that, most of the time you're going to see these things come right back down. And so now it's back down to 5. 5 something. So we'll see what happens here. It's still pretty extended in all things considered. Soli is also getting a little bit of a push here. Not much volume to accompany it though, but Soli getting a little bit of a push. So we'll keep an eye on that one. It just depends on the big thing with Soli, if I'm going to trade it or not, is all dependent on the spread of the stock. If the spread is too nasty, I'm not going to trade this thing. So it all depends on what the spread's looking like. And the cannabis sector, at least CGC specifically, is not looking too shabby here. So CGC is looking all right, gapping up from 2670s to 2760s. So not looking too bad there. Gonna watch CGC. Strong gap up, very defined levels for CGC and pre-market. So we'll see what happens with that one too. All right, guys, I'm gonna go tell my kids goodbye. They're leaving for school, so I'll be back in like a minute or two. All right, guys, let's do this. I am back. All right, guys, let's do this. IBIO, we missed the move. Should have all got up at 4 a.m. Let me see it. Wow, yeah, look at IBIO, guys. This is what I missed. I didn't see it, but look at this. So, very solid move here. I don't know if it's necessarily going to hold the gains. Let's look at the daily chart for IBIO. Yeah, so this is gapping up over at least the yearly highs. Let's see where the lifetime highs are. So, yeah, the lifetime highs are up here at 160s, but look at the last time it gapped up like this. So, we do have to take this into consideration. So, this stock is right here now. I'm right at this line. The last time it gapped up like this is what happened. It basically came right back down. Within 2 days, it was down under $1, and yeah, it just looked really, really weak. And so we'll look up some catalysts this morning. We can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and look up some news. But yeah, interesting for IBIO. Let's get Mitch in here too. Yo, what's up, man? Test. There we go. All right, guys, we got Mitch in here. All right, guys, let's do this. So let's go ahead and look up some news this morning, guys. So right now we got MBRV gapping up some. We got Seadrill. Those are the first ones we're going to tackle, and then we're going to look at Soly, Soly. So, yeah, so first we can look at Seadrill here. Just pull this up so we can find something. So, Seadrill is up. Market cap is at 304 million according to the most recent rating. We got IBIO, and IBIO is up after the company announced an agreement. We'll go ahead and put up IBIO for a second. So penny stock going crazy here, up from 70 cents all the way to 360, back down to $1.40 or so. And this one is up after the company announced an agreement with United Therapeutics to produce recombinant human collagen-based bioc for 3D bioprinted organs transplants. So good announcement, positive announcement for IBIO. We also have Seadrill here. Let's see if we can find Seadrill. While I'm looking for Seadrill, though, I did see NBRV. So NBRV is up as well from 221s to 277s. And this one is up after the company received FDA approval for one of their biodrugs to treat community-acquired bacterial pneumonia. So FDA approval for NBRV. So that's a very solid catalyst, a very real catalyst for that one. Then we also have Soly, Soly. And this is one of my main watches. It's mostly because it's tradable for me, but it looks good as well. Let's see. What's up, Mitch? What's up, bro? Good morning. Make sure they can hear you. Oh, no, they can't. There we go. All right, what's up, bro?
Good morning, traders. How we doing out there?
Getting ready to kill it this morning. All right, so with Soly, they basically, it's positive results for Soly. So they said that cellulite reduction device shows positive results, and the device appears to deliver increased disruption of the fibrotic septa that contribute to the appearance of cellulite with increased treatment time, implying a dose response to the therapy. So positive results for SOLY. So very interesting. We'll see what happens with that one too. But yeah, so should be fun. Let me see. Or no, we got Seadrill here. Let me see. And then another one we got that I've been keeping an eye on is HGV. HGV. Gapping up some. And this one is up after New York Post reported that Apollo Global Management could offer as much as $36 per share for Hilton Grand Vacations. So a potential buyout or a potential acquisition for HGV. It's nothing set in stone yet, apparently, but a potential buyout. Another one that we got moving this morning, DPW crashed down yesterday, so penny stock that gapped up and then failed, which is very, very typical, not only for this stock, but for the entire sector. We also have, let me see, BYND. BYND, a big stock that a lot of people talk about, a lot of people have been trading lately. BYND, Beyond Meat is the name of them. And they are up after JP Morgan upgraded the company's stock from neutral to overweight. I don't know if there's some other news behind this. Let's see. I don't see anything else. Let me know if you guys know anything else for that one. But then we also have BIDU. BIDU making some solid moves this morning. Big gap up here for BIDU. And this one is up after the company reported better than expected results for the second quarter for BIDU. And then we can move on to the cannabis sector here. So if you look at CGC, CGC is looking strong. I like the gap up this morning for CGC. Very defined levels in pre-market for it. And so let's go ahead and look to see what we got for that one. So they gained key extraction license for their business, and they now run 3 extraction assets. So they gained Health Canada's license for Key Leaf Life Sciences facility in Saskatoon. I should be better at pronouncing that, man. My stepdad's Canadian. With this addition, the company now runs 3 substantial extraction assets, with the other 2 being Smith Falls site and BC Tweed extraction site. So interesting for CGC. We'll see where this one goes. It's a cannabis stock. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens with that one this morning, too. SPY overall. Let's go ahead and look up the market news real quick before we stop the news here. But SPY is actually technically gapping down some, but it's moving. It's moving a little bit here. Let's look up some futures news. You asked if we wanted to hear a funny story yesterday, iced coffee related maybe, and didn't tell it. What was it? I'll have to think about it. I can't remember. Hold on. Let me finish looking up these news here. The news for the futures market. Let me see. All right, so this is from Yahoo Finance, and it says, quote, U.S. stock futures drifted in early trading as investors awaited monetary policy signals from the Federal Reserve later this week. The main moves this morning ahead of the bell are the S&P 500, which is up 1.5 points, the Dow, which is up 19 points, and the NASDAQ, which is up 6 points. So this is the second straight day without major economic data releases coming out of the U.S., and so earnings have been the topic of discussion basically this week. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think of the story. I'm not sure exactly what the story is. I'll have to think of what the story is, but... All right, so yeah, we're going to be watching Soli for sure. Let's see what AMD and MU and stuff are at this morning. AMD's down. MU is about break even. Slightly up like 4 or 5 cents. But yeah, CGC, Kron, those are two cannabis stocks I'm going to watch today. What was that? KSS, Kohl's, looking good too. Oh, we didn't look up Kohl's.
Of course. The Kohl's.
Yep. Let's see what this one's doing. So this is an earnings beat. So Kohl's is up after second quarter earnings beat.
I'll be looking at JD. JD at the high. So we'll be looking at JD.
Soli getting a little bit more volume here. Let's see. Check out Soli. Bottom chart here. Yeah, JD doesn't look bad on the daily. Right around those highs. Yeah, like I said, let me know if you guys have anything else you guys want me to take a look at. I mean, I think I got mostly what's the big movers. Tiva, man, Tiva's seen better days. Wow. Tiva, man. Things down to 6 something.
Oh, Tiva's a goner.
Yeah, man. It's over with. Sono, though. SONO. Not looking bad. I might watch Sono. Not that much movement in pre-market, but looks okay. Longer term.
We'll be watching this kind of this is like a industrial stock, the train stock, a CSX.
CSX.
Yeah, I've been looking at one of the biggest things I've been trying to do is getting a little better at playing large caps and small caps, maybe taking a little bit of the middle stuff out. Been playing a lot of the large caps more in a longer time frame, then look for smaller caps at the open for the tighter time frame.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think my sweet spot is like right between like 15 and I'd probably say like 75. 15 to 75, but just depends on
Yeah,
what's.
I'm starting to learn, trying to learn how to start trading those stocks that are in the triple digits. It's a little bit harder, but
Yeah, I've had some pretty
got big
solid.
range.
Yeah, I've had some solid results with them. Like I did really well trading Netflix and Tesla. Like my biggest daily gain in the last probably ever, maybe in the last year for sure, was a roughly $500 day, and I did it mostly trading Netflix and Tesla. So
Yep.
some of those, they like if you look at Tesla and Netflix, they fade nicely. I think there's certain they're ones that you can't. I think they don't pick a direction as easy, but I think that if you have a tighter reward target, they make a lot of sense because a lot of these, they might pick a direction, but for fades specifically, I think that a lot of times they're going to bounce at those lows of the day. At least from when I traded them, and that's specifically Netflix and Tesla, so it's a very isolated example. Um, but yeah, the way I've been trading them is I scalp them a little bit more and write it down for a solid gain and then just get out. I don't try to hold them super long.
All right, one that I'll be watching, guys, to kind of revert back to the support will be AMRN. I feel like it's getting to a nice price point where it's either going to break out or it's going to start coming right back down to those levels.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Here, hold it down, bitch. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Why is my Thinkorswim acting funny? Come on, Thinkorswim. Erg. This is why I don't like Thinkorswim. That's what you get when you get free service. Gotta close my charts. Look at that. What the hell is going on here? Oh, of course. Yo, Google Chrome, you kind of suck. What's going on, traders? How we doing? What stocks you guys looking at? Mateo in the house. I hear you, Ebro. We'll be watching those Chinese stocks definitely in a struggle. I traded BIDU on the upside yesterday just because I felt that I saw that on the daily chart, a nice push. But I do agree with Ebro. You know, a lot of these Chinese stocks, if the economies still struggle, there'll probably be a pullback. Do, 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 do. Why is that taking so much?
All right, guys. Let's do this. So let's see what it get to this morning. Let's see, we got MTCH.
There you go. Now I think it's working for me.
I was rewatching the stream yesterday, and I realized how loud my typing is on here. It's like da-da-da-da. So I gotta mute myself if I type next time, because that thing is loud for sure. Roku. What's up, TJ? What's up, bro? Roku. What's up, John? What's up, Rich? Shreep. Good morning, guys. Roku, let me check Roku out. Solely, SOLY is probably my main watch this morning, guys. SOLY. Roku looks alright. A pretty big, strong day for it yesterday, so I'm going to look for it to pull back a little bit. Look at the SPY, though, now. Check out the SPY right now, guys. The SPY is actually dropping. So the market's actually dropping some. Look at this.
I wanted to wait for this.
I mean, it's just in a channel. It's been in the same channel for,
Yeah.
a while now.
Yeah. I would have really rather seen the SPY hold and try 293 immediately. So
Yeah.
now we're going to get that question if we're going to go back up there. I think we were heading there. It got to 292.75, and then it just flipped down. I wanted to see it touch that resistance so that I could get a third resistance try and then kind of start shorting stocks at the open, especially stocks that were gapping up and kind of push up and then the bottom just drop out. Now we're going to get some pullbacks, and it's going to be kind of the SPY creating that iffy instead of leaning towards one side.
Yeah, for sure. You don't know.
Because
I mean,
yesterday it was trying to break out through that 293, but it couldn't. I was watching it trade at those levels, and the volume that was absorbing up there at 293 was big.
yeah.
Every single time it got up there, absorption. And you can see that from the 15-minute. When you get to 293, all you see is nothing but wicks. Anything
Right.
past 292.80s is wicks.
Yeah,
Every single time.
I'm waiting for it to break either, 294 or 282 because it keeps pivoting up and down, and it's been doing that since, let's see, really since the 5th, so the last 15 calendar days.
Yeah.
So
If you look on the hourly chart, you're going to see the huge resistance that it's at right now, guys. The hourly chart, I feel, explains the SPY very well right now. Kind of washouts, back to resistance, washout, back to resistance, washout, and now back to resistance for the third time. As we know, the rule of three plays here, and as long as that resistance keeps holding, it gets more momentum to head down, right back down to the support. So we need to see how the volume is going to collect in these 290 area to see if we can really make it through the 293 area, which is the key resistance here. And then if that does happen, I can see the SPY getting right back to 52-week highs. I can see it getting to 300 and above 300. But if we can't get above that 293, then we should head back to, I say the very minimum probably is 288 area, 290 area today.
yeah, for sure. Hey, appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub, Pinto. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, remember to hit the subscribe button. We day trade live every weekday morning. Regardless of whether we win or lose, we just try to be as transparent as we can and show you guys everything. So we hope you'll subscribe. And if you click the bell next to that, it's going to alert you every time we go live. But yeah, I definitely appreciate the sub, Pinto. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. Welcome to the family, man. But yeah, SPY should be interesting. Looking at it on the daily chart, you can definitely see that resistance at 293. What is that? 293.50 or so? 293.30, 293.50, something around there. So that's the big level. Let's see what the SPY does here.
Oh, we'll be watching it on a 1 hour chart today, guys. Looking for big moves versus small moves on the SPY so that I can look for those moves to trade into. Support right now is at the, let's see. We should find some support in the 291.50 area. Small time support there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at the cannabis stocks too. CGC looks good. I had a big red day or big red day yesterday, and now it's up a solid amount in pre-market. So I'll be watching CGC too.
Yeah, Netron PCG finally getting hit with their the bankruptcy. I knew that this was heading towards that. That's why a lot of traders were sizing into PCG short. If you can see on the daily chart as people kind of got in there on those bounces, kept trying to short this stock. I think one of the biggest things with this stock is that when you get such negative news and so many people that start becoming against kind of what you stand for, it's hard to come back, guys. There's nothing worse than negative publicity, especially when it has to do with all your customers. I mean,
Yeah, man.
on the west side right now, no one kind of really wants to deal with PCG. And so when that happens, of course, the stock is going to take a major, major downfall. And now that they're in bankruptcy court and all that, they're just trying to kind of get their way out of things so that they can make their way back. That's going to be the really key here. If this stock can make its way back, if they can get out of bankruptcy and kind of make its way back here. But
Really, if it gets a bailout,
yeah, that's what it
that's
needs.
what saved it last time. Whenever the rumors were going on about the California wildfires for PCG, I think what essentially saved it was a bailout, if I'm not mistaken. And so because this is a big utility company,
Yeah, at
and
one
so
point it was in 2017 worth over $60.
right. And so it should be interesting to see if it survives or not. But I mean, to me, it's like they've confirmed that it. This is all speculation. I can't say for sure, but I think they confirmed that it started some of those California wildfires. Not 100% sure though. Another one to look at today is what was it? Where'd it go? BYND, Beyond Meat, BYND, gapping up. I know the somebody upgraded this one for BYND, Beyond Meat, and it's up to 150s.
Hey, John,
Yo,
check out those EMPH options.
which ones?
How much are they costing? That EMPH option.
Which one? Put options?
Yeah, we got to find out how much those babies are costing right now.
Oh, they're gonna be up there. They're gonna be up there just because the stock is up there. Let me look. I can check real quick. So on
Ooh.
Robinhood and ENPH put option, if they even sell put options, let me check.
They do.
They should. It's a large enough. It's a large enough stock too. So a put option, it depends on the price. So if we're going to, if it's a month long option,
Yep.
it's really not that bad. They got a 27.51 for 65 cents per option. So that's going to be $65 if you buy a bundle.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not that bad. What's the price of it now?
33.53.
I mean that's kind of a stretch though. It's just a tough one. I mean, it's right around support, so they priced it right, 27.50. So, that's
Yeah.
the biggest issue with it. They have some other ones that are more expensive. Like they got a $30 one for $1.30, so basically $130 for a bundle. They got a $32.50 one for $2.20 basically for a bundle. So that one's not bad, and I think that one will probably be solid. But I've seen these before that they just don't look back, and so that's the biggest fear that it's just going to keep moving.
Yeah, I think it's getting to a level though. One of my biggest things is I like it to look also at the weekly chart. Weekly chart gives it a huge push in July, at the end of July, And that's what I think carried the volume into where we're getting to. And now you're getting lower and lower volume each week. And
Right.
when you get in that lower volume, it's just not, it's going to run out of gas, guys. At
For sure.
some level, it's going to run out of gas and it's going to make a big pullback. And then it might go for another round, but it needs to collect some volume again. And I think it's getting to that point. I mean, it had in 1 week, it had what we got here 49 million shares traded. The next week, it only had 26 million. The following week after that, 22. And now this week, we're going to watch to see how it builds. But the week of the 19th, starting kind of in the same realm. We got 5 million shares traded, but we want to see if it slows down versus speed up. This is not a stock that you want to rush into. This is a stock you want to see break down before you go ahead and try to short it. There's no reason to short a stock if you see every single day green.
Right.
So you got to wait until you start getting that pullback.
Right. Wait for a little bit of confirmation. And we had a cool comment. We had a guy that says we had a few cool comments in the Discord. We had somebody that was talking about that.
Yep.
He said
I like.
appreciate he said nice show today. Looking forward to watching you guys again tomorrow. I appreciate that you guys were focused on waiting for confirmation. That's something I definitely need to be more consistent with. So yeah, so we got some cool comments speaking on that exact thing. So
Yep.
all right, guys, we got let's see, we got what, 9 minutes? Should be fun. What did GE end up doing? I know a lot of people were talking about GE yesterday too.
Yeah, my top two watch are going to be something that I watch all the time, and then I'll go ahead and relax and look at the other stocks, how they move. Going to be watching EMPH and AMRN. Those are my top two trades for the day.
Yeah, look at Soli. Soli just dropped down to 1230s. It's got some support there too, but if it can drop under 1230, it's got a little bit of a gap to fill. Look at Kron too. Kron just made a pretty significant drop. It's
Yeah,
dropping down there.
I like Soli. The only thing is be careful with the spread on Soli, guys. I have a tendency this is going to open up about 30 cents. So it's going to be difficult. You can trade it, but you got to understand where the resistance level is. And if the spread even opens up past that level and some shares fill at your risk level, you have to get out. And you're going to have to get out a little bit further than your risk level. So what you need to do, you need to share adjust down so that you can limit your risk, but still give yourself the chance to get into a volatile stock like Soli.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what I said earlier. So I was talking about it earlier, and I said I like Soli. It's one of my main watches. The only issue is that the spread can get nasty, and so that's the only potential thing that's not going to make me want to get into it as well as the spread. Because this thing does have a bad spread, and it's mostly due, like, even this gap up, you can see how low the volume is on this gap up specifically. So it's like low volume gap up. Sometimes the spread can get rough the next morning. And Kron dropping down to 1187s here, so filled the gap completely. MRNA, I don't know if that one's tradable either, but MRNA doesn't look bad. Yeah, it is, so we can trade MRNA too.
All right, guys. One that I would keep on your watch, kind of radars. Not for today particularly, but in the future. I'm still watching this LJPC, guys. This stock doesn't want to go away, and when a stock doesn't want to go away with the tiniest amount of volume and nobody pushing it up past the levels, any little volume here, I think, can push this up there to 1121, and it could really start ramping. I think it's something to keep a watch for the next kind of week or two to see what happens with that one. I know it's tradable on TradeNet, so I'm going to keep an eye on it.
CETX. Let's see. Some people are talking about CETX. Oh no, there's no way I'm trading this one. The volume's just way too low. Yeah, there's no way. Oh wait, that's ACETX. Sorry, I put the wrong symbol in. I was gonna say because I've traded CETX before. Yeah, CETX actually looks solid. Getting some volume for sure. It's up to 215. So here's a look at it. We'll go ahead and get the scanners up, or we'll go ahead and get ready for the trading day. So let me exit out of these and bring up the other scanners. Let me see. Should be good. Like I said, it looks like I lost about $25 yesterday. Too many windows have the snap feature enabled. What? Oh, it's doing this again. I don't know why. I did this yesterday too.
Is that a Thinkorswim thing?
No, it's a Trade Ideas thing. I don't know what's going on with it.
Snap feature.
It should actually pop up as I start up Trade Ideas though, because that's the default window. So it should work fine if I do this actually.
Yeah, just re-upload it.
Yeah, here we go. Just I made it so it's default, so I don't have to worry about it if it does do that. There we go. Alright. Get this up here. Get this up, so yeah.
Might have to email them, find out what that is.
I could probably Google it. I'm sure Google will tell me what's going on with it.
Because I've opened plenty of windows.
Yeah, well, me too. It's just, it's probably something with my computer more than it is Trade Ideas.
Yeah, because they're crazy with their systems.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, let's do this. What's up, Don? What's up, Felix? What's up, Kat? I like to run from spreads from like those. Never trade them. Yeah, man.
All right.
I mean,
Let's see who we got in the house today, man. Before we start up, who we got here? We got Nick in the house. Of course, you need to accept the situation. I like that name right there.
he's Kirby. His name's
Oh,
Kirby.
the curb, the
I
curb.
talked to him yesterday. Yeah, I called him Curb. He said to call him Curb. But look at CETX though, guys. Look at this run. Up to 228. So kind of going a little parabolic here this morning.
Hey, some penny stock runners, man. Some penny stock runners.
I'm
All
telling
right,
you,
we
it's
got
time.
we got James, Charles, Scott in the house. We got Rich in the house. Mateo, Steven, AZ. Of course, Nick again showing up. Adrian,
here,
Relentless, Ashton, Yo Coley. We got Nick in the house, Kat, Don D, Eric L, Mark Healy, Ashton, and
Yeah.
Ezekiel. Oh, what's going on,
All right.
Hernandez? What's up, man? Let's
What's
do
up,
this,
James?
guys. Everybody ready for the day?
All right, guys, we got about a minute or 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes, I'll just say. But yeah, it should be fun, guys. Let's do it. CETX making some moves. We got overall market still looking weak, but bouncing back a little bit. So yeah, so Soli, CETX. We got some options here. Soli's tradable for me. I don't think CETX.
Around this time, guys, is when I like to decide if there's one stock that I would trade today. What is that stock and how will I trade it? What strategy am I trying to execute? What levels am I looking for? What kind of volume am I looking for at the open? Have that mentality and you can execute a trade from beginning to end just based on your pre-market watch. I think this is something that beginner traders have struggle time doing. They take pre-market levels. They go ahead and definitely push on kind of their plan. They don't take their plan that they had pre-market. So definitely stick to your pre-market plans. If you do see that execution, nail it.
Yep, that's right. Let's do this. Yeah, CETX looks interesting. So yeah, we'll watch the SPY. Gotta keep an eye on AMD. We'll see what else we get today. Should be fun. CGC is another one. My main watches are probably CGC and Soli, but I'm gonna watch CETX as well here. Man, CGC actually just gave back its full gain, so I'm gonna put CETX on this list. Look at CETX go; it's up to 220s here. All right, guys, we got less than 30 seconds. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Yeah, I know, Don. Yeah, my bad, man. I realized my keyboard strokes are too loud. It's because my mic is now much closer to me, so it's right next to my keyboard. All right, guys, here's the bell. Good luck. Good luck. Let's do this. All right, guys, we got CETX popping up here. It got up to 242s. It's at 235 now. We also have, let's see what else we have moving. The overall market hasn't really moved too much as of yet. We got, let me see. NBRV popping up on the scanners here. NBRV making a little bit of a spike at the open, but then immediately pulling back for NBRV. SPY climbing up a little bit here, trying to climb up at least some. We got a RADA on the momentum scanners, RADA. It's moving up a little bit, RADA. We got VVUS, TNXP, some penny stock gappers here. We got TXMD. Breaking lows here, we got VECO, HSC. What else we got? Breaking highs, we have DOCU, but that's not really too much volume. So yeah, I'm really keeping an eye on here, guys. I'm keeping an eye on CETX. I'm keeping an eye on AMD. Let's see what else we have this morning.
All right. Getting that down move in AMR in there. Saw somebody hit it at 61s.
All right, we got Roku dropping down some. We got AMRN down some. SPY overall is dropping some here, guys. CETX is having a pretty big pullback here too. Starting to fill some of that gap. CGC is bouncing some.
See if I can get it again. Almost got in there, and MU off 74. Man, that was quick. I would have had that. I literally was changing my share size, trying to short MU guys there at 74. Was going to risk right off the high 88 there. That last little spike.
ACB and CGC at 40. RIP. Yeah, man. That's tough, Eric. RIP for him, man. Yeah, the SPY's dipping down here for sure. SPY's flushing out here. Yeah, so the SPY's just looking super weak right now. IBIO here popping up on the scanners. If you like penny stocks, IBIO is getting there. So it's starting to get up closer to the VWAP here for IBIO. CETX is starting to reverse some here as well. CETX.
Oof. Look at that on MU. Missed a 40-cent move on that short.
Yeah, don't stress it, brother.
Yeah. Annoyed that I was slow. I had that. It looked easy to tackle.
Uber. What's up, Isaac? What's up, brother? What's up, man? We got Isaac in here today, brother. What's up, man? Or should I say Brady?
Oh, Brady came back.
Nah, just
Wouldn't you know it? The GOAT's back. The GOAT.
How you doing, Isaac? How you been, man? Hope you're doing well, brother. Solely, I'm looking at Solely. Volume's just low. I'm going to move on to something else here. Let me see if I can change this. I do not want the volume to overlap here.
Man.
There we go. That should be better. No, I haven't made any trades. Neither of us have, I don't think. We're just waiting.
We haven't.
You got to understand, like, the first 5 minutes of the open is a lot of times kind of a coin flip. Unless you're trading penny stocks, which most of the penny stocks I'm watching haven't made too many, like, pullback moves. IBIO is pulling back some here. Roku just pulled a really solid green or red to green move for Roku. Look at Roku squeeze up here. Crazy, crazy bounce back for Roku.
Oh my God. Keep missing. Dish there at 50. It just changed so quickly. I was trying to take a fade there off a dish, but
I'm looking at
the spread on that one, be careful.
I'm looking at AMD with a risk of 95 or so for about a 10-cent risk. So if you can pull back to 84, I can get about a 20-cent reward from down to 64. From 84 down to 64, and it has a lot of resistance above it, especially at 90, and again 95, so should be fun. The only issue is that it's actually gapping down, which makes me like it less actually, because I think it's just more extended on the downside than the upside. AMRN's pulling back to the VWAP. It's a little low in the range, but using a risk level of like 53, 54 doesn't look that bad here. All right, so here's again, guys, I have to use at least 400 shares when I trade these. I have to use at least 400 shares. No more small sizing for me. Look at Roku though, squeeze up. Monster move for Roku here. CGC's doing the same. Bouncing back a little bit. Nice cat. Nice job. Killing it today. Good work. Alright, so I got to use at least 400 shares, but I'm going to start to scale into AMD if we can get up to 80. Or 77, 78. I'll start to scale into it. Alright, so I just jumped in with 200 shares. We're at 80 now. Alright, I jumped in with the 400 shares already, so I went ahead and jumped in with 400 shares. We'll see what we get here. Maybe got a little impatient and jumped in a little bit early. But I don't mind my risk. Like I said, I'm taking bigger sizing now, so I have to kind of make my swings and do what I need to do here. Only risking about $40, which is very minor, all things considered. Let me start the recording. Reward target is right around 60 now. Right around 60. As long as we don't get a red to green move, if we do, I got to be weary of it. Getting a squeeze up here. Like I said, we should have some resistance above it, but like I said, the biggest reason I didn't like it was the gap down that it had. So, gonna hold it through this, but give it some time. AMD. All right, so we could see a flush back down. I wouldn't mind that here. Only down $30 so far, which isn't that bad relative to the sizing I'm using. But what we really want to see, and what I might, if it does do this, I might actually add to it, is if it bounces back down to 30.76 and then bounces back up to 80s. Then I'll definitely consider it here. A little bit struggling with my emotions, if I'm being honest, because I'm just not used to the bigger sizing. So we got a beautiful flush down here. And like I said, I may add to this one now if it bounces back up to the 80s. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Down to 74s. So a nice little flush rejection here. Still too early to take profits or do anything, so we're just going to be patient with it. Like I said, maybe look to add 100 shares more, maybe 200 shares more if it gets back up to the VWAP here. All right, it actually did it. So, gonna add another 100 shares here. 500 shares. See if we get the flush that we're looking for. And now I can risk off of this 88 level is what I think I should do here, is risk off of 88. Was able to get the add here, so I'm in with 500 shares. And like I said, I'm really trying to take some larger sizing here, guys. I'm not trying to take small sizing anymore. It's time for me to scale up. And so it might be a tough week. It might be a losing week even, but you know, I got to get used to the big sizing. So I'm willing to take my swing here and keep focusing on scaling up. So And like I said, remember guys to hit that subscribe button. You want to make me feel better about taking larger sizing, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every weekday morning. So we day trade live every weekday. Beautiful move here. Down to 72s.
All right, guys, might get into BIDU if I can get it a fill here.
All right, I took half of the position off at 72. Still holding 250 shares here. It's down to 70s. So still holding a solid amount of shares. We'll look to take another 125 off if it continues dropping down to the 60 level.
OBS.
All right, I just took another half of the position off, right around 64, 65. Only holding 125 shares left, so gonna let this work, see if we can get down to that 30-60 level. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest off there. Oh, wait. All right, I got out of there for a $53 gain, so I'll take it. Oh, man. All right, so that's my first position today. Gonna look to add back if it bounces back to 30.80. It may actually break these lows here and continue, but I took advantage of the range, which is all the plan is. But still nervous. But I took the larger sizing. Like I said, guys, I'm ready to scale up in sizing. I'm not trying to take it slow anymore. And it's going to be a little emotional week, I'm sure. But I got to at least use 400 shares. That's my, that's what I got to do. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Beautiful follow through for AMD, though. Beautiful move. This is a fake out fade. It's the strategy I went over last week. So it's a VWAP fake out fade. That's all this was. It put in that high. I added back to it. And we did get a break here, but I'm not trying to take this for a low of the day break. I'm just trying to take advantage of this range right here. So you can see the range. This is the range I'm attacking. Right there. And that's the range I took advantage of. So happy with how I executed the trade. Was able to add to it, get in with 500 shares. So I'll take it.
I just got squeezed out BYDU. Oh, really annoyed today not taking the correct trades and taking completely trade that shouldn't even looked at. This is what happens when you get misses. You usually end up forcing a trade.
Eric had a question. He said, how could you have gained money? You bought it in the 80s and sold it in the 60s. Because I'm shorting it. So I'm actually profiting when it drops. So I'm shorting this stock. So I make money when it goes down is how it happened. So yeah, it's a short. But yeah, Mitch, don't stress it, brother. Misses are always going to happen. And you got to preserve your mental capital. You're doing fine, man. You had a killer week earlier yesterday. So, like, you got this, bro. BYND bounce. Let's see. I do want to be a little bit more selective than I was yesterday because yesterday I was up like 40 or 50 bucks and then I gave it all back continuing to force trade. So I'll look to trade. BYND is right around the VWAP. And so this is interesting for a VWAP bounce here. On BYND, it's right around the VWAP now. It's right around 155.
Gonna have to take the camera down for a second. Gotta help my girlfriend out with something.
I'm using Trade Ideas scanner, Manveer. I'm using a Trade Ideas scanner. So this is Trade Ideas, best scanners in the game by far. I'll post this link here if you want to check them out. Yeah, if you want to check out Trade Ideas, I'll post their link here. But yeah, AMD is right back up there. It's right back up there. So should we try it again, guys? Should we try to do a VWAP fade again on AMD? It's right up there. I'm watching it for sure. Yeah, AMD's up there, Isaac. I'm watching it, bro. Should I try it again? Yeah. Isaac says yes. I'll see. It's got to get up to 74. It's got to get up to 74. I don't mind scaling into it either, kind of up to that level, but it's got to get up there. And then I can just risk it off of 88 or so is my risk now. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, just realize,
cancel it.
Eric, we're talking about shorting it, Eric. So just a heads up, we're talking about shorting it, brother.
All right, guys, just got stopped out on AMRN. I think that's gonna be it for me, at least trading wise. Uh, Max lost day already, so
Don't stress it, bro.
I think that's gonna be it for me, guys. I'll be back later, probably in a little while. Just gonna take a break.
All right, brother. Hang in there, man. All right, so AMD's back up there now. It's just about whether I want to consider jumping into it here or not. If I was gonna get into it, the time is now. But I might wait for what I call a fake out fade first. So I'm gonna wait for a move up above the VWAP and then a pullback below it and then a bounce back. So I'm gonna wait for that new strategy I kind of made. Look at the bounce on BYND. Should have taken that one too. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for a move above the VWAP and then a bounce and then a crash back down and then a subsequent bounce back up, if that makes sense. So like I want to see AMD get up here and then crack below the VWAP down to 3060 and then bounce right back up there. That's what I'm looking for now. I call it, it's kind of a strategy. I don't know if I invented it, but I've never heard of anybody else use it, and it is something I kind of, not made up, but I kind of invented this strategy. I call the VWAP fake out fade, and it's just a variation of the VWAP fade. And so we're going to look for it to come down to 3060 and then bounce back up to 73 or so. Yeah, he didn't say. He didn't say. Something happened with BYND. I can't remember what the catalyst was for it, but something happened. Alright, so AMD, we need it down to maybe like 64 and then a bounce back up to 70s. I'll consider it. $70. Look at MU. MU's right back to the VWAP here. There's MU. Maybe I'll think of MU instead. I just don't know if I'm going to get it for AMD. I was looking for the fake out fade. I just don't know if I'm going to get it. I'm watching MU now. Look at, where's CETX go? CETX is just consolidating. All right, so now if we can get a bounce back up to like 72, 73s, I'll consider AMD. Nah, I just consolidated the streams, Austin. This one just works better. More people join this one. This one just works better, I think. So sorry about that, brother. Like I said, remember to hit that subscribe button. You know, we day trade live every weekday morning. And again, I mean, we're not those type of people that sit there and say, oh, I'm in this stock or I'm in that stock, but they don't actually show you their executing broker. They don't actually show you their P&L. They just say, yeah, I'm in this stock. Oh, I made so-and-so money. We show you guys everything. You can see my account balance and track it day to day. So yeah, so that's kind of how we do it here. All right, we got a little bit of a bounce back. I just jumped in with 200 shares of AMD here, 200 shares of AMD. I'll slowly add to it with a risk of 30.77 or so now. But yeah, we just try to be real out here. We just try to be the real traders out here that show you guys actually how it really is, regardless of whether we win or lose. And, you know, sometimes you're going to lose. Sometimes frustration's going to hit. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I made it with 200 shares. AMD. We're going to try to write it down to 45 or so. We'll give it some time. Maybe add some more to it here. Can get that move. Hey, appreciate the sub. Who we got? C. I'm gonna just call you C. Appreciate the sub, brother. Welcome in. Welcome to the team, bro. All right, so we're down to 65s here. I kind of wish I would have added a little bit more to this one, but it is what it is. That's right. You know me. Isaac, you know me, bro. There's 65s. This is just going to be a little bit of a scalp, this one, since I'm already up on the day. All right, took half off there. Only holding 100 left. Like I said, this is just going to be a little bit of a scalp, just because I think it might bounce here. And we're just going to hold this one down. See if we can get up to over 70 on the day. A little bit of a scalp move. I just don't trust it as much as the other one. What's up, Comms? What's up, man? Hey, welcome. Welcome to the team. Yeah, we do this live every day. We just try to be real about it and show everybody everything. Like I said, they got so many people that are just kind of out there saying, yeah, I made such and such, or I made this, or I did this, like, you know, buy my $5,000 course, but they don't actually show you them trading live, you know, at least not before you buy their course, you know, so we just try to be as transparent as we can and be real to everybody, you know, we just try to be honest with people. And like I said, people can hate on us, like people can hate on me all they want. But I'm the only one I know that day trades live every day. I day trade live on stream every day. I can't fake my gains if I wanted to, and I'm actually profitable. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if there's anybody else doing that. So you want to see what it's like for a trader to work his way towards profitability and do it. You know, hit that subscribe button. Hey, nice AR. That's right, man. Bear forever, brother. Team Bear for life, man. Team Bear for life. Yeah, like I said, I don't trust this move as much for AMD. MU's bouncing back up there. I might just bail out of this one now. Yeah, gonna get out. Wait, it didn't get me out. I guess I'll hold it break even now, I guess. I don't really have much of an option. Alright, I got out. I could have added back there. We'll see. I'm still looking at stuff. Up $61 on the day. Gonna keep moving here. Yeah, it's not about trust. It's just about letting people watch me. You know, we're just trying to, Mitch and I, all we're trying to do is show people what it's really like. Like, not sugarcoating it. Like I said, too many people, like, here's the thing, right? Mitch and I do everything for free. Like, we don't charge anybody anything. And so, like, we don't have a reason to pretend. You know what I mean? Because it's like, people can say what they want. Like, a guy called me a guru over the weekend, and he was trying to say it. Look at that fake out. I got faked out here. And he was saying it in an insulting way. And so I told him, I was like, look, bro, everything I do is free. You know, I day trade for free every day. You know, like, I'm not an expert at all. I don't want to be a guru. You know, if you want to watch me and see what it's really like, if you want to learn something from the strategies that Mitch and I are using, that's great. You know, but I'm not going to charge you $1,000 for it. You know, I'm just going to be real about it and, you know, show you guys what it's actually like for traders. Alright, so we're back up here. I could consider adding back to this one. I just scalped AMD. I've only traded AMD today. 2 successful trades, though. And basically, if you want to know the strategy I'm using, all it is a VWAP fade, but it's a little variation of it. So like before, a typical VWAP fade is just like a push above the V or a bounce up to the VWAP and then a squeeze back down. So yeah, I avoided this type of move here, which I'm very, very happy with. That's why I kept that one as a scalp with small size and just got in and out very, very quickly for AMD because I avoided this big squeeze up. So happy to avoid that. MU is also squeezing up, which is another microchip sector stock. And so I'm watching MU as AMD does it. And so we'll see what happens with that one. But fake out fade for MU. Let me see. Yeah, if MU can squeeze back down. You know what's really cool is I got people using my strategies that I'm. This is a strategy that's completely unique to me. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else use it or talk about it. So this is a strategy that's completely unique for me. So it's cool to have other people that know what I'm talking about because it's a strategy I made up. Not made up, but I invented, I guess. I was really close to calling it the London Fade because that's my last name, and my ego really wanted to call it the London Fade, but cooler heads prevailed, and I just called it the Fake Out Fade because it looks like a faked out VWAP fade. But yeah, MU, in order for it to actually do it, though, it's got to break down below, maybe down to like 30s, like 44, 32 or so, and then bounce up to like 40. That's where I would consider it. Right here is just too high. There's just too much of a chance that it's just going to squeeze up and continue popping off. SPY inflow. Yeah, CETX. I was watching CETX as well. Right, but invented sounds way better, Isaac. Invented sounds way better, you know. Invented sounds cool. Made up sounds like you're just throwing out nonsense. You know what I mean? That's right, Foot. Hey, man. Y'all can call it that. For MU to set up for it, though, Foot, it's got to come back down. Basically, I'll show you guys what it is. I have a video on it if you guys want to watch it. But basically what it is, it's a faked out VWAP fade that gets rejected. So it's like you get a stock that squeezes up like MU does here, right? And then you get a stock that, and then it gets rejected and comes all the way back down below the VWAP to the bottom of the range, preferably down here to like 44.25. And then it bounces back up to the VWAP. That's where I get in short on that bounce back to the VWAP right here. And then what I really like about it is that I can use this level now as risk. And so I have a very defined, obvious, tight risk, hopefully. And, you know, we got a lot of weakness that everybody can see. And I can just use the reward target of the low of the day down here. And so enter here, tight risk, big reward, confirmation in that level too. And so that's what it is. It's really what, like, if you saw me trade AMD for the big gain that I made, and you saw me add to it right here. You saw me add to it right here because that was a fake out fade. It bounced up, looked like it was going to squeeze up, came right back down to the bottom of the range down here, and then it bounced back, and I added to it at that point because at that point it was looking for a fake out. It was looking like a fake out fade. Not even close, Netron. It just means my ancestors were from England, you know. Just means my ancestors were British. AMD washing out though. Look at AMD fade back down here. So my largest size is actually like 1,500, 2,000 shares, and I have traded that before. Most of the time, I will admit that when I trade that big of sizing, it's out of frustration and it's revenge trading, which I don't think is good at all. But the time I have used like 1,500, 2,000 shares, like I said, it was mostly me being down like $100 on the day and wanting to rectify that, and so I just take way too big of sizing, and it's worked out every time I've done it, but I'm not trying to do that. I just want to scale up to a sizing I'm comfortable with taking every day. And so that's where you get the 400 or 500 shares. Yeah, well, what I mean by that, Eric, is just the bigger gain, like the bigger gain that I made. The last trade was like $12. You know, the first one was a much larger gain. But yeah, I mean, I'm in a process of scaling up, and like I said, Eric, I'm not trying to be an expert or a guru or anything like that, and so I'm just trying to scale up in sizing to a sizing I'm comfortable with, where I can make reasonable gains, and to where I'm comfortable enough to use it every day. BIDU. So this one was way too high. So like if it's gonna do the fake out fade, it can't really break over that opening high right here. So like basically it can't break over this level. And so because then the risk reward's not gonna be as favorable for me, at least. Uh Probably around $5. It's mostly like for a round trip, yes. Somewhere close to that at least. It's probably not exactly 5. It's probably like 450 to 550 for a complete round trip. And that's one of the ways I can use small sizes because my commissions are pretty cheap. So yeah, with AMD, we're actually getting close to a fake out fade here. I could add to it and then risk off of this 81 level right here. Let me clear this. So this can be my risk. I could probably take some profits here, but have my preferred reward target be down here at 45. Maybe half dollar or 50 would probably be a little bit better. Maybe here. As long as it's good risk reward. There's 69s. I could also use this level up here at 87s as my risk, but TWOU has been green every day for the past 2 weeks. Alright, so with AMD we got back up there. I've already traded it twice though. I just don't know if I want to risk it again. As I continue to trade it, the accuracy is probably going to go down and down. And so we'll see. I might move on and look for other stuff here. Still early in the day. Let's see what else we can get. Roku just broke underneath the VWAP. We'll see if it rejects there. Like I said, remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live every weekday morning, so we day trade live every single weekday. And so hit the subscribe button if you appreciate what we do here and if you want to watch us again. You know, we day trade live every day, showing everything we do in trading. You know, you can keep track of our account balance if you want to see that as well. And we just try to be, you know, as transparent as possible here. That's all we're trying to do, is just be real about our trading. And so, like I said, hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell next to the subscribe button, it's going to alert you every time we go live. So if you want to click the bell, great way to help support us as well. Turn on notifications. And, yeah. Friday, I think Friday was a red day for me. I think. Not 100% sure, but I think. Yeah, with cheaper stocks, CETX, CMCM, and CETX have started to run. So look at CETX here, starting to finally take off here. It's up to almost 270. So in between 270 and really it's got a lot of support at 240. So should be interesting levels there at the least. We also have CMCM, which is popping up on my scanners here. And this one is just taking off today. Just a monster rip here. The more AMD consolidates and pulls back here, the more I'm interested in taking it. What do you guys think? Should I take AMD here? Short. Risk level of 82. 10 cents. 10-cent risk. ENDP. Yeah, ENDP, it's back at the VWAP here. It is back at the VWAP. Maybe it was good I didn't take this one short. See, the big thing I'm only attacking with AMD is this range. Like, can you guys see this range here? Like, this is all I'm attacking. And so until it breaks that range, I could just kind of keep attacking it. It's getting closer to the top of the range now. But you can see that's just the range I'm attacking. Yeah, I mean, honestly, here's the thing. I don't see anything else I really like right now, and that's the only problem, is that it's a little dull for me. Let me probably move this there. There we go. So yeah, it's just a little dull for me right now. I'm not seeing too much action, so don't want to force anything though. We got ROKU, which could be a VWAP rejection here. ROKU. Which is a VWAP rejection is just a bullish move at the open and then a pullback below the VWAP and then a bounce back to it and then a rejection back down. So basically this move right here, pull back below the VWAP, bounce, and then a rejection back down. So I could attack Roku with that, but I think I'm going to wait. VWAP rejections are a little bit lower accuracy setups, but they typically give you really good risk and reward. So another one example is AMRN here. AMRN, same type of thing. It cracked below the VWAP, it bounced back. Could reject and come back down to these lows down here at 39, I guess. Yeah, just to draw this one out too. You get the rejection underneath the VWAP, the bounce back. That's where you get in short, and then you ride it back down there. That's all it is. I'm in 200 shares of TWOU. Let's see what that one is. So you're long in it, correct? I think the big level here is here. It's got a lot of resistance there from yesterday. And then if we zoom in, this level here, right around there. It's got some support. Yeah, and look, remember the pattern I drew with AMRN? Just to remind you guys, this was it. Down, up, down. And so far it's followed through with that. Here for AMRN. There it goes. I mean, I'm not going to say I called that one out, but I called that one out. Alright, we'll see what else we get today. Same thing with Roku. We'll see what happens with it. AMD got rejected at that high right there. So, got a little bit of confirmation in that level now. It's just so sideways. Like, this is how you trade a sideways range stock. And this one's definitely sideways right now. We'll see what happens with it. What's the SPY doing, the market? Let me find it. CETX pulling all the way back to the VWAP if you like penny stocks. CETX. SPY pulling back to the VWAP some now too. Kind of hot. Gotta take the sweater off now. All right. I use TEFs, and so I can use limit orders because it's CFDs. But anything with a conventional broker, I would not recommend using market orders like I do. Um, I just use them because I'm doing CFDs, so it's a little bit different. All right, so here's the thing with AMD, and I've attacked this one all day, and it worked. It's worked so far. No losing trade so far today with this one. It's just about whether I want to test it again and whether I want to go for it again. It's 9:10. It's not super late or anything like that, and I don't mind it here. I really don't. So there's a few things to look at from technical analysis standpoints in this chart. The first one is that we got a higher low right here. We got a higher low, and we're consistently putting in higher high, slightly higher high. And so from those aspects, it looks like a bullish sentiment. But as long as it maintains below this, it's still technically bearish, depending on where it's at the VWAP. And so that's the only thing I'm looking at from a technical analysis standpoint. We'll wait and see. If we get a rejection here, putting in a lower high, then I'll consider it. But as long as it's putting in a higher high right there, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at as well. What Isaac's talking about is the overall market. So the overall market itself just broke above the VWAP. So if you look at the SPY here, the SPY is above the VWAP at 291.19 or so. We also have SQ, which typically follows the SPY to a certain extent. We got SQ, which looks like a fade. It's moving up closer and closer to 64.20. Big squeeze up in SQ, which I think is, like I said, I think is following the SPY to a certain extent. ATAX and penny stock land, not really moving too much though. Let's see what else we got on these scanners. Not much. Yeah, penny stock land is a little slow, except for what, CTX. All right, so yeah, here's the move with AMD, and like I said, it put in a higher low, higher highs, overall bullish sentiment. Unless it gets rejected here. If it gets rejected here and there's no more higher highs, then I'll start to consider it. Yeah, Eric, we're not going to do that in the chat, man. All right, so like I said, with AMD, we're looking at it to get rejected here. Are you going in long or short, Isaac? I still like it on the short side as long as it maintains under 82. The reason he probably muted you is because, you know, like you could say buy Starbucks and that's fine and everything, but you're just a random guy on the internet. And so if you spam the chat with stuff like that, then you know, I'm gonna mute you too. So just giving you a heads up. So like you can be bullish in Starbucks, that's completely fine. Just don't spam the chat with it. Like you could say it once, just don't say it again, you know, and you're fine. But all right, so we did get that rejection for AMD. Yeah, we'll see. As long as it maintains under these levels, it's fine. the only reason I like it now is because my risk on a short is very, very tight. So like think about it like this, right? If I jump in here at 77 and my risk is 83, my risk is 6 cents. And so I have a very defined, obvious risk level and a solid risk level at that. And then I can set a reward target down at 60. So my reward is like, what, 17 cents. And so I've got a 17-cent reward with a 6-cent risk. So almost 3 to 1, just about 3 to 1. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you don't spam the chat, I'm cool with it, man. You can be bullish on Starbucks, bro. I'm not gonna get mad at you. Where did my phone go? I heard that thing. Oh, there it is. All right, so Isaac, you in AMD, bro? You in AMD, brother? Oh, also, guys, remember, if you want to be a part of my team, TradeNet does have that competition that starts next month. It's called the World Series of Trading, or World Series of Day Trading, and I'm going to have my very own team. And listen, guys, I know a lot of people dislike TradeNet, but you really have to think about this. It's completely free to enter, and the top people in my team alone are going to win packages. And at the very least, you're going to get a free paper trading software for 6 trading days. And so it starts next month. It's going to last for 6 trading days. And like I said, I think the top spot on my team wins a student package, which is like $3,000. It's like $3,000 worth of packages. And it's completely free to apply to. And so it doesn't really hurt. You might as well apply to it in my mind, in my opinion. And so if you want me to post that link, I'll check it out. Does anybody here want to be on my team that didn't apply yesterday? We can go ahead and try to get everybody set up. So yeah, I'm going to be on my own team. And the top people in my team alone win packages. And so I think you got a good shot of winning if you can stick with it. But yeah, if you want to sign up here, I'll post this link here. You can help support the channel. And like I said, regardless of what you feel about TradeNet, you know, it's completely free to apply to, and you have the chance to win, you know, packages that are worth a decent amount of money. So you can't hurt anything. So yeah, you want to check that out. There's the link. Sign up. Like I said, it's completely free to apply to. It's completely free to apply to. There's the link if you want to join my team. We got about a month of sign up, so we got about a month. And yeah, like I said, it starts next month. And at the very least, you're going to get a paper trading software for 6 days. But I think the chance of winning a package, I think like the top 20 people overall in the total competition win packages. And then the top 3 spots, I think, on my team win packages as well. So yeah, go check out the link. There's the link in the chat. Hey, Isaac, you were right, brother. It did squeeze up, man. It did squeeze up, so you were correct on that, man. I thought you were long in it, Isaac. I don't know how many are on my team. I want to say at least 20 or so now. I'm going to try to get at least a few hundred on my team, though. Yeah, I got a few people on my team, but it's a much larger competition than the last one this time. So, you know, there should be some fun prizes. You were short looking for a rejection. Hey, I mean, listen, it might fake you out here. I think the obvious risk level here, like I said, before I say this, I'm not an investment professional, not liable for any losses you take in the market. You always got to make your own assessment, trade responsibly, and, you know, I'm not liable for any of this. But I think that 87 level looks like an interesting, or, you know, a self-evident risk level, right around 87, you know, where that previous high is. If it breaks that, I definitely don't like it. But I think 87 makes the most sense for risk now. Most of the time, people don't like them. A lot of the time, they just lose money, and so like they lose their account, and it takes a mature person to be real about it. Like a lot of times, traders aren't the most mature people, and so instead of being like, okay, well, I messed up, I did the wrong trades, I got into the wrong thing, a lot of times they just blame their platform or their broker. You know what I mean? Very common. Oh, it's my broker's fault, which it's like, nah, man, you took some dumb trades, bro. And you got, it came back and got you. So it is what it is. Yeah, no stress, Joseph. Hey, welcome to the team, man. Should be fun. I'm excited for it. Yeah, you want to see my promo video for it? I did make a promo video for it. Check it out. Yeah, you can check out my promo video for it here if you want to see it. CGC getting rejected, looking weak. Roku did the exact same thing I talked about, remember? It didn't follow through completely, but it got rejected, came back down. Same thing with AMD here. Yeah, I'm up 60 bucks right now. Not a ton, but I'm up 60 bucks, not a ton, but again, I mean, I'm just trying to get used to the larger sizing. It may be an interesting, like, funny week because my emotions are going to be a little bit more rampant because I'm not used to taking as big of sizing as I am. Because before I was using like 200 shares, and so I'm just not used to taking that big of sizing. So it may be a little bit more emotional of a week, and so my wins and losses might be all over the place. I might take bigger sizing, but actually have small gains because my emotions are going to run high, and I'm going to exit the position too early. And that's just the process of scaling up in size. The big thing from today so far is that I actually took the big sizing. I actually took 400 shares, which is the goal. Regardless of what happens in the trade, if I can work my way up to taking 400 share positions, then eventually I'm going to get there and I'm going to be able to kind of milk the trades for a little bit longer and make some larger gains. But it's a constant process of scaling up, Like if you want to see my stats here are my stats from TraderView. And I'm really proud of these stats because I streamed it all live. All of this was streamed live. And I made these gains with super small sizing. So like these are my stats from TraderView. Last 30 days, I'm up around 1,500 in gross profits. Last 90 days, I am up roughly a little bit under $3,000. And you can see my accuracy is not incredible or anything. My accuracy is only 55%, but I'm using good risk and reward levels. Like that's the big thing is I'm using solid risk reward levels in these trades, and so I'm able to, I'm able to make a solid amount of money. And so since I'm consistent enough like this, the next step is just to, raise my sizing up and actually have the guts to trade with a little bit larger sizing. And so that's what you see me doing now. Like that's the process I'm in now. Right, for sure. And I'm happy with it. It's a process, guys. It's all a process. I know the gurus are out there like, look at me, I just made $7,000 in 30 minutes. Buy my $5,000 trading course. Do you want to make $1 billion in the market in 3 days? Buy my trading course called Buy the Dip. It's $7,000. Oh, and if you do want to take advantage of during the competition sign up, TradeNet actually has a sale going on. And so you can get the intro package and all the other packages for a discount. The intro is only $350. And to put that into perspective, the intro package, it comes with a funded account with 14,000 in buying power to trade with. So you get 14K to trade with. There's also no PDT rules, so you can day trade as much as you want. It comes with a trading course, demo account, and access to their chat room. And like I said, for less than 400 bucks for 350, there are some cons to it. There's not a lot of penny stocks that are actually tradable on there. And so you do want to understand that. Like if you're a penny stock trader, it's probably not the right platform for you unless you want to trade mid and high cap stocks, because I just try to be real with people about it. But if you like trading mid and high cap stocks, I think it's a good way for new traders to get their feet wet without risking a ton in the market. And so if you want to check those out, help support the channel. You know, Mitch and I do everything for free, and so if you get mad at me for plugging some companies to help support us, you know, I don't know what to tell you, but we try to be as honest as we can. And like I said, we do everything for free. We day trade live. We upload our classes for free, and so this is just another way to, you know, help keep the stream up. But yeah, go check those out. Like I said, I think the package alone is pretty solid. There is a max loss. So like with the intro package, you pay $350. There's a $700 max loss, so you're getting twice as much. And there's a 70-30 split on any profit you make. And so they're going to take 30% of it only on the profit. But I think the fact that they're giving you 14K in buying power with no PDT rule, it makes it a good, solid, risk-adverse thing for new traders to take advantage of. And so like I said, if you want to check that out, if you want a full review of them, I'll post the link here. Let me see. This is a section of our website where we have like a full breakdown and review of them. And so here, I'll post this link here. There's a review of TradeNet. And I do break down the pros and cons because there are some cons. Specifically, like I said, no penny stocks. No penny stocks are... most penny stocks are not tradable. I'm not going to say no, but most are not tradable. So you want to understand that for sure. All right, so with AMD here, I'm thinking about adding into this one on any bounce here, and then just risking off of that 87 level. What's the market doing? I think the market is going to play a big factor in my decision. All right, so the market is back below the VWAP here. So my risk is about 15 cents. I'm going to take 200 shares just so I can get my feet wet and not kind of have the urge to keep trading. We'll see. I'll try to let it work. But just going to take 20 shares or 200 shares just so I can get my feet wet and not feel the urge to trading. And this is something I do when I probably should hang it up for the day, but I don't want to. And so this is one of the ways I can kind of not force anything crazy right now. So we'll see what happens, and with just 200 shares. All right, we got Mitch back in here. I think Mitch had to go drop his girl off, so we got Mitch back in here. I'll pop him up. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
All right, guys, we got Mitch back in here.
What's up, guys? Just came back. I had to take the girlfriend to work, so I'm back.
What's up, brother?
Chilling, man. Getting ready, man. Starting to just try to work out a system, getting ready for the competition, you know? That's really what I'm trying to do right now is kind of work a system up leaning towards September and then mid-September so that by the time the competition comes, I'm ready to take swings. Got the system that I want to work out. So right now it's kind of the testing mode. You know, I've been testing with higher cap stocks. Yesterday it worked out with me. Got long on BIDU, made a great trade. Also made a great trade in Apple. And today just didn't go my way. I hit my 200 max loss, and I'll go ahead and I'll just end the day and be smart, not go into the red for the week, and give myself the possibility of getting back into the green tomorrow.
Yeah, sometimes what you got to do, brother, so don't stress it, man. I think that's the right move.
Oh.
We are getting a squeeze up in the SPY, and so we're getting a squeeze up in AMD here. I'm going to let it test this high up here at 81 or so, which was my risk previously. But yeah, I gave half of it back. Probably should have just hung it up for the day. I let impatience get the best of me, but it is what it is. Still up some, but not as favorable for me. Is what it is. What we're getting right now is the SPY rip up. Like if you look at the SPY, look at this move on the SPY here. Just a big rip up above the VWAP with the SPY, so that's usually going to drag some of these up with it. I still don't mind it, especially if we get a rejection here. I think it'll be fine. But gonna stick to my risk level. The SPY's actually flushing back down, which should be good for me too. So don't hate it. We're gonna let it work here. Only holding a few hundred shares. There's 75s. All right, so we got to flush back down. So I'm liking this more and more here. If we can get a move back down to 60, I'll accept it for sure. See if we can maintain below these levels now. If it pulls below the VWAP, I might add to it too. Hey, 40 bucks is solid, man. Nice work. Green is good, brother. Green is good, man. Hey, appreciate the sub, Born. Welcome, brother. Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate the subscribe, guys. And yeah, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Mention I day trade live every weekday morning. Win or lose, we show you guys how it's really like, showing you guys all of our trades, and we're just trying to be real with everybody. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see what it's really like for somebody day trading the market every day. And click the bell if you want a notification. If you click the bell, you get an alert every time we go live. So every time we go live, you'll get a notification. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell if you want to help support our channel, guys. Trying to be patient. Maybe going to add to this one a little bit if we can get up to 73. Going to add my other 200 share lot to this one if we can get up to 73. It's at 69 right now. This thing's dead. Oh well. Let me try to grab my wife here. I'll be right back, guys. All right, there's 68, 69s. Like I said, if it bounces back up to the VWAP, I might add a little bit to it here. But SPY looks weak, so hopefully that should help us.
All right, traders, how we doing? All right, gonna go here a little bit into the trading competition. Just want to tell you guys a little bit more about it, kind of really what it's gonna take and what you're gonna be doing in the competition. The competition is gonna give you an account of $240,000. Of course, this is for the World Series of Tradings, guys. And really the key here, it's gonna be for 6 trading days, but you have to be active 4 of those 6 days. So whoever achieves the highest balance is going to go ahead and win a student, and then I think the second place gets an intro.
That's on our specific team too.
That's on our specific team.
Yep.
So the real key here, guys, is that you can't hold any trading position to the end of the day. Holding to a daily loss of 3,500 at any point during the trading day will go ahead and disqualify you. So you want to have at least a max loss, I would say, nearer to is that 3,000. If you want to go ahead and push and really try to push those gains. Of course, if you're having losses of near that 3,000, your gain actually should be near that 6,000 a day. So the real key here, guys, is that you don't want to have a total loss more than $12,000 for the whole competition. That's going to be your maximum kind of risk for the whole competition. And then you don't want to get your account any lower than that $228,000 11,000, which would be under that 12,000 point, which would stop you out. Of course, this is going to be a competition that's going to take a lot of sizing to win, but really it's all going to be about your system. This is the largest trading competition in history. And so let's go ahead and definitely join up our team so that we can have a winning team. We're also going against other teams here. So we want to go ahead and get the best traders on our team.
That's right, guys. So yeah, if you want to join our team, let me know. Like I said, I'll post the link here. I think we already had a few people sign up today through my link. But yeah, if you want to join our team, let me go ahead and post it.
Yep. One of the things I will remind you guys is the competition registration is limited and will get to a point where they have so many traders in the competition that they will have to stop registration and start getting a waiting list. So if you want to go ahead and join the competition, don't wait. It's absolutely free, 100%. You just got to go ahead and sign up and give them details like regular details, just name, email address, and phone number.
Right.
And this is definitely going to give you a chance to go ahead and test your skills and join our team.
Yep, so we're getting a bounce up, and what's happening right now is the SPY is bouncing up here. So in AMD right now, the SPY is bouncing up. There's the move up to 291.08 on the SPY, and you can see AMD is following right along with it. And so we're gonna be patient here and see if it comes right back down. Like I said, if it gets up to 72, I may jump short into this with a risk level of 79. So there's 72. Gonna watch the overall market though. I think that's the big level here. It got up to 70 for a quick second and then dropped back down. So that's what we're looking at here for this one. Back down to 69, so I might not get that chance. Really, ideally, I'd like to see it down to 30.50 or so right here. So that's what we're trying to shoot for. That's right, man. Yeah, and you can see I'm watching the SPY because this thing is following the SPY pretty closely here. And like I said, remember to hit that subscribe button while I'm hanging out in this trade. We do this live every day. We try to be the realest people out here. Other people claim to be transparent, but they don't actually show you their executing broker. They don't show you their P&L. They just kind of tell you, yeah, I'm in this trade or I'm out of this trade, or they cherry pick their winners and then upload that. We try to be real about it. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell. You'll get an alert every time we go live, and you can watch this day trade, see what it's really like, because there's too much nonsense out in the trading world. All right, there's 62s. Gonna scalp this move. Gonna take half off there. Still holding 100 here. Up around 80 on the day now. Gonna get out there. So quick little $20 scalp there for this one. Just kind of scalping some as the market kind of moves in my favor. So that's, what is that, 3 out of 3 today? Not too bad. $80 solely on AMD, so I'll take it. I think I'm probably done for the day after this, though, guys. I'm not going to trade anymore. I've been very accurate today. I haven't lost once. I've been trading my baby, AMD, the stock I find to be extremely reliable with my style of trading. As you can see, this is why I trade it every day, is because it's just extremely reliable for the way I trade. With my VWAP, with my VWAP dip and bounce patterns and my VWAP fake out fades and the fades in general, it's just super accurate. It's just extremely reliable. And this is one of the reasons why I love AMD and I trade it so much, is because it works. It works very, very well. I think the SPY had a lot to do with this, though. I do think the SPY had a lot to do with this. I wish I would have gotten in with that 400 shares, but it is what it is. $80 gain's a solid gain for me. And so I'll take it. I'll accept it for sure. The big thing is I was able to take that big swing this morning and use larger sizing. So, hey, brother, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Taj. Happy birthday, brother. Almost out of coffee, so it's probably time to hang it up anyway. Yeah, guys, I'm probably done for the day. Don't think I'm going to trade anything else. Was able to take advantage of that range move again on AMD, up around 80 bucks, so I'll accept it. Gonna move on. Try to continue scaling up in sizing if I can, and just gonna keep working on using larger sizing. You know, that's the goal here, is just to scale up to like 500-600 shares per trade. Try to get, you know, $120 a day is where I'm trying to get to, and it's been going fairly well this week. That's 2 green days in gross profits this week, so it's going okay. Just got to keep working it, guys. But yeah, remember to hit the subscribe button if you want to watch us again tomorrow. Like I said, we do this live every weekday morning, starting at 7 o'clock market time is usually when we get it started. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell next to it if you want an alert. Every time we go live every weekday, showing everything in our trading. And all right. Yeah, Eric, listen, man, if you're going to be negative, I'm going to kick you out of here, bro, because it's like you said it over and over again. And it's like, I feel like you're one of those dudes that drinks the guru's Kool-Aid and feels like you got to take 2,000 shares per trade as a new trader when you first get started. So just chill out is all I'm saying, you know. Don't be negative, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know how old you are, but like I said, don't be negative, bro. Just be, you know, let's be real here. Anyways, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you all a little bit later. And like I said, you want to hit the subscribe button. We day trade live every day. Gotta take one more trade today for the challenge. So far down 20. Don't stress it, James. You got time, brother. As long as you're trading on the day, you're good, man. So don't stress it. But yeah, Eric, all I'm saying, like, here's the thing, Eric. You don't have to trade large. One of the single biggest reasons traders lose their account is because they try to copy the gurus too much and they trade with too big of sizing, right? Traders should be trading with like 100 to 200 shares max when they first get started. Because if they jump in with 1,000 shares, they're going to lose that super quick and they're not going to be able to gain that experience that they need in the market. You know what I mean? And so the best thing a trader can do is take it slow, not rush it, not jump into huge sizing because they are desperate to act like a guru or they're desperate to copy the gurus they're watching. The best thing they can do is just to take it slow, not force anything, and use small sizing. And so that's why I said that, and I'm just trying to give you a heads up. And so
Yeah, at
it
the
is what
end,
it is.
we're not here to show you guys Lamborghini gains. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and watch
Watch a guru.
kind of these gurus and
Watch.
you can
Drink
have
that Kool-Aid.
fun and not see their trades and not see them put in orders and not see them show you their account.
Right.
And you can have fun
You
with
can
that,
do that, man.
you know?
Right. Go pay $7,000 for a
You know,
course, man.
they'll feed you the whole financial security, financial freedom words, and that's one thing that you'll never hear on our stream. We never once tell you that day trading is going to bring you financial freedom because that would be lying.
Right.
And that's one thing that we try very hard never to do. We're trying to be honest traders, show you guys the experience, win or lose. And,
Right.
you know, whether that be with 100 shares or whether that be with 1,000 or 3,000 shares, it's really not going to make a difference. The real key here, guys, is showing you system trading, systematical trading, and that's what we try to approach. You know, Eric, if you can't figure out that at the end of the day, trading is just a system and not necessarily the sizing that you're getting into, then, hey, that's going to be up to you, and you can go ahead and try to get $500, $600,000 gains. That's going to be up to you. Every trader has a decision and to make, and the capital that they win and lose is going to be up to them. I know John is very risk adverse, and he's not trying to put himself in unnecessary risk, and that's why he trades with a kind of controlled size that he can take a measure in every single day versus just trying to take a trade or two and risk a whole bunch of money.
Right. And like I said, you can see my stats. Like, these are my stats, and I did it all live. So I traded all of this live. And so I can't fake these stats if I wanted to. I'm not a guru saying, look at my $7,000 gain. But these are my stats. You know, the last 30 days in gross profits, I'm up roughly $1,500. You know, which is very acceptable for me. You know what I mean? Very, very acceptable. 90 days, I'm up roughly 3,000. And all of that's very acceptable to me. That is perfectly fine for me, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make millions right now. That'll come in the future if I can, if I can get there. Right now, I'm just trying to scale up in size and put in consistent gains. And that's all a trader should be worried about. If you try to go too big, too fast, if you try to copy the gurus and buy 10,000 shares, then you're just going to lose money quick and you're going to be out of the game to where you can't gain that necessary experience. And so that's the big thing I'm trying to show people here is that you don't have to go crazy. I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm trying to take it slow, work my way up to bigger sizing to where I can make those type of gains. But if I rush it, I'm gonna be out of the market before I gain that necessary scaling up experience that I need, brother. So it's just a process.
Hey, welcome to the team, Rick. Welcome to the team.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, appreciate it, David. Appreciate it, Coyote. Appreciate it, Rick. What's up, guys? Yeah, join my team, guys. Like I said, it's coming up. It's gonna be next month. If you want to join my team, it's completely free. It doesn't cost anything to be on my team, and you got the chance of winning a free package. So it's like I think the top person on my team wins a student package, which is like $3,000, and then the second place wins it. I think the second and third win intro packages, which are like $500 values. And so if you want to join my team, there's the links for that. One more time, I'll post the link. But during the sign up process, they also have a sale going on where you can get the intro package for $350. For $350 during the for $350 during the sign up process for the competition. And so it comes with the intro package for $350 comes with a funded account with 14K in buying power to trade with. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. There's also pretty cheap commissions if you use small sizing. Like if you use less than 300 shares, your commission for a full round trip is like $5, $4 or $5. And so I think the fact that you can take small sizing like that, it makes a ton of sense for new traders. There is a max loss. It's 700, but you're paying half that for the package. So you're paying 350, your max loss is 700, so you're getting an extra 350 to lose. And there is a profit split of 70-30. Commissions are much less favorable with larger sizing. So like if you buy 1,000 shares or more, commissions are much less favorable. And so these are the cons here, guys. There's also not many penny stocks that you can trade. And so you do want to understand that. There's not many penny stocks. And so there are some cons, but I think the benefits definitely outweigh the cons. So if you want to check that out, help support our channel, use the same platform and broker that we're using. I'll post that link here too.
I don't know if you talked about the prize, but someone mentioned, can you win a prize as the leader?
Me? Do I win a prize? Oh.
No, as whoever wins the competition.
Oh, yeah. The winner of the competition wins. I think so. I think the top 20 places overall in the competition are going to win prizes. And I know the top 3 people on my team, specifically my team, win prizes as well. And so I think it's a much larger competition than last time. And so there's a lot of prizes that people can win. And again, regardless of what you feel about TradeNet, I know a lot of people dislike TradeNet, and I get it. But regardless of how you feel about them, you're going to get a free demo account to trade with for 6 days. You're going to get a free paper trading account to practice with and to trade with for a few days. And you have the potential to actually win a lot more than that, regardless of how you feel about them. So I don't think there's anything to really lose. And I think I was telling Tiny this yesterday. If you're a new trader first getting started, I think this is a great middle ground to where you have a little bit of pressure on you to where you're going to kind of get used to the pressure of trading live, but you're not actually trading a live account. And so it's a good middle ground for new traders specifically to get started for free and to practice for free with a little bit of pressure on them as opposed to just jumping in with a live account with a ton of pressure. So I think it makes sense. It's completely free to apply to.
Definitely, guys. There's 3 ways to get prizes in the competition. There's going to be personal performance that ranks among the top 20 competitors in the whole competition. Then there's going to be team rankings, which is the top 3 competitors in each official team. And then we're going to have intra-team rankings, which is the top 3 competitors on each official team. And so this can also win a package. The overall competition, number 1 pro package is going to win a pro package and a 6,000 TradeNet voucher.
Right.
This can go ahead and save. You can save up a little bit and get another pro account if you wanted with them. The second winner is going to win also a $240,000 account, which is the pro, and also a $3,000 TradeNet voucher. From there, we got the third place that wins a pro. The fourth are winning expert packages, 4 through 6. The 7 through 10 are going to win the student package, and all the way from first place to the 20th place in the overall competition will win an intro package. The top 3 competitors on each official team. So the top 3 competitors on just our team alone, the first number 1 is going to win a student package, and the second and third place are going to win the intro package.
Right, and if you want to, here's the video. If you want a video breakdown of all that, I can post the video. And this is just the overall competition video, breaking down all the rules and everything like that in an easy to understand format. So, here's the link if you want to see the full rules for the competition and like a full breakdown. And then if you want to, like I said, if you want to see my link, I'll post my sign up link here as well, and you can check us out. Let me see, let me find it. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Let me see. Yeah, super. I just got all the mugs for the giveaway winner shipped out late last week. My kids just started school, and so it's been pretty hectic overall on my end. So I was a little bit late to getting them out, but you'll get them, brother. It may take a little while, but you'll get them in. So don't stress it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. 3 green trades. 100% accuracy today. Was able to take the big sizing that I wanted to at least. Got out at a very reasonable spot at around 30.60 for this last trade on AMD, and you can see that's exactly where it bounced. So definitely happy with my trading today. Wish I could have held some of these winners a little bit longer. But 100% accuracy is always good. Green is always good, and roughly $80 gain on the day is definitely acceptable for me. So go check out our website, guys. We got a lot of free content on our website if you want to check us out. We got strategy breakdowns. We got broker reviews. We got a free trading course links. And so go check out our website, guys. I'll post this link here as well. There's our website. And yeah, remember to hit the subscribe button, guys. We day trade live every day for free right here on YouTube. Click the like button if you appreciate this content. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see us again. And if you click the bell next to the subscribe button, it's going to notify you every time we go live, which again is every weekday morning. We show all of our trades live. We don't hide anything. And so, yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. I'll see you all a little bit later, and have a good day.